Welcome all the devotees for today's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita discussions, and we'll begin with prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namne. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine. नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिशे नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते जयतां सुरतौ पंगोर्मम मंदमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्व पदाम्बोजो राधा मदन मोहनो तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. It's really wonderful to be back with our Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita discussion, which we had paused for some time and we are resuming now. So, requesting all those Vaishnavas for whom it's possible to kindly turn on the videos. It'll be very encouraging to me to see all of your enthusiastic participation. That will inspire me to serve you all better, if that's a possibility. Okay. So we were discussing from this very special chapter of the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela. This is chapter 7 entitled Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveling to South India. So Mahaprabhu's South India Yatra. That is something we were discussing. And last section we focused about how the Lord instructs Kurma Brahmana. Yes, the Brahmana in whose house Mahaprabhu has prasadam. And Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami mentions that this is the standard way in which Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu dealt with all the Brahmanas or the hosts in the South India. Wherever Mahaprabhu would stay, he would deal in the same way. He would tell them that you just do two things. You don't have to externally change your ashram or your dress or your situation. No. Sthani stita shruti gatam. Wherever you are, listen to Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of devotees. Try to constantly chant the holy names as much as possible. Keep chanting the names of Krishna. And with whatever ability Krishna has given you, preach the holy names of the Lord. The preach the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this was the instruction. And if anyone who does this, Mahaprabhu says, anyone who does this, the result is that you will always find me with you. That means Mahaprabhu will never leave such a devotee. So anybody obeying the instructions of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, they will experience Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in their lives. So this was the last topic, and today we are going to conclude this section. And this section contains totally about 20 shlokas. We will try to dwell deep into the purports, if there are any. And we will discuss Mahaprabhu's dealing with another Brahmana who's called Vasudeva. Now the Vasudeva Brahmana, there was something about him. Yes, let's find out. Let's find out who is he, what he is. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So this is Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 7th chapter, shloka number 136. वासुदेव नाम एक द्विज महाशय Sarvange galita kushta tate kidamaya. Okay. So Vasudeva Nama Eka Dvija Mahashay. So there was this Dvija or an initiated Brahmana whose name was Vasudev. What else is spoken about Vasudev? He's spoken, he's a Brahman. There was a Brahmana called Vasudev. Yes, in the same South India tract near Kurmakshetra. Yes, how is he? Mahashaya. Mahashaya means he's a great person. He's a great soul. That's the description, Mahashaya. Because Mahashaya, a great person cannot be materially great. If he was materially great, he wouldn't come in the Shastras. So Mahashaya is usually a title that is given to spiritually great devotee. You say, no? Oh, he's a great devotee of Lord. He's a very great devotee. And such a great devotee is titled as Mahashaya. It's called as Mahashaya. So Vasudeva Nama Eka Dvija Mahashaya. Okay, what else is described? The second line speaks about the body of Vasudeva. And how is his body? Sarva Anga. All his bodily limbs. Galita. Galita means what? They melted. Yes, we say it. There's a very special rice that is cooked in Bengal, which is called as Galla Bhat or Galla rice. Yes, I think Rangamaya Shri Govind Prabhu, he understood. You know Galla rice? Galla Bhat? Yeah, he knows. तो राइस को चावल को जो है गल जाना पड़ता है. So that rice actually is as good as liquid. Liquid, that is galla rice. गल गया. आपका आइसक्रीम गल गया. We say this, right? It's your ice cream is melted. So that is called a galna. So is every single body part had been gullified. I mean, it was melted. Melt हो गया था, गल गया था. Why? Kushta. Kushta. Kushta means leprosy. Yes, his body was fully having this leprosy. So leper. He's also called in the Chaitanya Charitamrita as Vasudev the leper. Correct? Kushta rog ho gaya tha. We call it Kushta rog. And tate kidamay, my God. His bodies were the place of residence of all worms. So Kushta rog, there are many holes that get formed in the body. And the holes eventually have a depression, a place. And there all worms started living there in that depression. We'll hear more. My God. So first of all, first line was very hopeful. Oh, Vasudev. Arey, what a name. Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Then Dvija, oh, Brahmana. Very nice. So Mahaprabhu must be having very intimate dealings with him. Right? Because of social customs, Mahaprabhu dealt very intimately with the Brahmanas in public. But with others, he would not deal very intimately in public. Because what would people think? That particular society was a smarta society. If you associate with a person of a lower kula, you lose your guna. That was the misconception people had. And then Mahashaya, अरे great person, बाप रे, second line तो और great होगा. पहली line में इतना glory, but the second line was like, oh my God, what is this? Yes, his body was melted because of leprosy, and his body was a place of residence of all worms. After hearing this, we feel, my God, what is going to come ahead? Next. अंग हईते ये कीड़ा खासियां पड़या उताई से ही कीड़ा रखे से थाया. Now you need this particular shloka is something that actually glorifies the position of Vasudeva the leper. Anga haite ei kida. So every single worm, any worm that lived in his body and on his skin, khasiya padaya, he drops down. Khasiya padaya. A worm would drop down, what he would do, Uthaya se, he would pick up that worm. And Kida Rakhe Setai, he will keep him in the same place. Jai. How many of us can do that? So he was able to see that Kida, the spark, the living spark of the soul in the Kida. And he was able to see this is part and parcel of Krishna. And why he would do this? Yes. Why exactly would he do this? He would do this because he felt that just like I am a soul living in this body is not just my home, this body is your home also. He was able to be a Samadarshi and treat them with that equal vision that I'm a soul, correct, living in this body. Similarly, you're all souls, and this is your residence also. So please stay in your house. In case you fall down, I'll pick you back and keep you back in the house. Please, Raho. Please stay peacefully. So His Grace Kalakantra Prabhu was giving a class. Recently, we had his association here in Pune. So he was telling that there are trillions of living entities in this body. Yeah. The trillions of cells means that many number of living entities are also there. So many jivas. So we should never ever think that this is our body. We cannot say. This body is a huge reservoir of so many living entities finding their shelter, ashraya. And we are just one of them. So even in this body, we are insignificant. Yeah, we get to control how this body walks, talks, eats, sleeps to some degree. But as such, so many jivas are carrying out so many functionalities within this body. तो हम लोग we are in, even in this body we are one insignificant soul. Yeah, we are predominating, we are kind of drivers, but still our position is insignificant. So he felt that he was able to live the shastras. रात्रि ते शुनिला ते हो गोईसाईरा गमन देखी बारे आयला प्रभा ते कुर्मेर भवन. So Ratre Shunila, in the night, he heard Teho Gosaira Agaman. Gosai here refers to Sri Gaurang Mahaprabhu. Sri Gaurang Mahaprabhu has come. He has come to Kurmakshetra. Wow, where I am staying. So now Vasudev, usually when somebody gets Kushta or leprosy, they're asked to leave the village. They're asked to leave the town, get out. You should not spread the epidemic. So those we recently faced 5 years ago, quarantines. People used to get quarantined. People there across the globe, their vocabulary increased. They heard many terminologies. Novel coronavirus, pandemic, yes, quarantine, all these different terminologies people were accustomed to in that particular. Yeah. So here he would be many times people having this leprosy were asked to leave the country, go quarantine yourself, do not be in the public, it will spread. So Ratre Shunila Teho Gosaira Agamana, he heard in the night that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. So Dekhi Bare Aila Prabhate Kurmera Bhavana. So in the morning, he said, okay, in the morning, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to first go and have darshan of the Lord. So he had desire to have darshan of Lord. So he was realized he's really a Mahashaya. He was realized. So he wanted to have darshan of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, and that's the first thing he did in the morning. प्रभुर गमन कुर्मा मुखेते शुनिना भूमिते पडिला दुखे मूर्छित हया. So he came in the morning with a full hope that I will have the darshan of Gaurang Mahaprabhu, and he went to the house of Kurma Brahman. Prabhura Gamana Kurma Mukhete Shuni. And Kurma Brahman, he went and asked, where is Mahaprabhu? Where is darshan? And Kurma Brahman said, oh, chala gaya. He's gone. He left. Oh, Bhumi te padita. He fell to the ground. Dukhe, he became so miserable. I lost my opportunity. I lost my chance. I don't know where he'll be now. Muchitaya, he became so distressed, he just fainted. He fainted off. Now, this is what happens when somebody gets a sudden shock. Oh, बेहोश हो जाता है. You've seen this? Sometimes it happens. एक धक्का लगता है. दिल का धक्का, दिमाग का धक्का. And the person just faints off. He's not able to handle it anymore. So he couldn't handle the tragedy that I missed the darshan of Mahaprabhu. How many of us would have felt that? Really? Would have felt that way? दर्शन चला गया, ओके कोई बात नहीं, नेक्स्ट ईयर ले लेंगे, फिर से ले लेंगे, we are okay. But he felt that, oh my God, this was something, the most unfortunate thing has happened. Mahaprabhu came here to this Kurma Kshetra, and I am so unfortunate I could not have his darshan. अनेक प्रकार विलाप करीते लागिला से क्षणे आसे प्रभु तारे आलंगिला. And he was, in different ways, he was lamenting, I lost the darshan, I missed it, it was so unfortunate. So Krishna is Swayam Bhagwan, he's independent, he's Swarat, and yet he's very merciful, he's Dina Bandhu, he's kind to the impoverished. And Krishna is Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam, he's the best friend of everyone. And being the Paramatma in the heart, he could hear that pain, he could feel it. And Krishna can do anything. So what did Mahaprabhu do? Mahaprabhu came back. He returned to the spot. He came back. Can you imagine? Kuch bhul gaya. Sometimes, have you done that? You're going out somewhere, you go near your vehicle and you say, oh, I think I forgot something. You come back. Happens. When you check out in hotels, you check out, after that you give chabi once more. Ek aur baar jaake check karte hain. I would have missed something. Yes, when you're getting down from train or flight, you still check again. Are kuch reh gaya kya? Check. So Mahaprabhu had a very important item on his checklist. He didn't forget. He wanted to glorify Vasudev leper in a very special way. He wanted to make it special. Mahaprabhu wapis aaye. He came back for this one devotee, who is a great devotee, who is currently having leprosy. Despite leprosy, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and embraced him. Came and gale laga diya. Embraced people are thrown out like outcasts because the disease should not spread. But in this case, we find that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and embraced him. Yes, Alingina Kira. Who will do this? Who can do this? Right? Only the Lord can do it. What happened as a result of the embrace? Something magical and mystical happened. Prabhu sparshe dukkha sange kushta dure gela ananda sahite anga sundara haila. Very bold. Prabhu sparshe. As soon as Vasudev leper's body came in contact with the Lord Gauranga, dukkha sange, along with all his dukkha that he was feeling because of having missed the golden opportunity of meeting the golden avatar, kushta dure gela, his leprosy was totally, completely gone. It was over. The leprosy was gone. Ananda sahite, and instead of the dukkha that was replaced by ananda, bliss, yes, great pleasure. And angas sundara haila, his body became very beautiful. And this is what we see in the Shastras. Anyone or anything that comes in contact with Krishna becomes very beautiful. Param padam bhushana bhushanangam. The jewelry that comes in contact with Krishna, it's not that Krishna becomes beautiful because of jewelry. The jewelry becomes beautiful because of coming in contact with Krishna. Kamsa had seen his sister many times, but when Krishna was in the Garbha, in the womb of Devaki, she became extremely beautiful. Oh, her beauty. And Kamsa was also wondering, ye achanak itni sundar kaise ho gayi? How did she become so beautiful? But because she was in contact with Krishna. Yes, Prabhupada, the disciples of Prabhupada would want to catch one glance of Prabhupada, and everyone, you ask everyone, how was Prabhupada? They wouldn't say, okay, he's a 70-year-old old man. No, they said Prabhupada is always beautiful. Why? Because of that contact with Krishna. So that's the real beauty of a Vaishnava. A Vaishnava becomes extremely beautiful because of that contact with the reservoir of beauty. Yes, Aishwaryasya Shamagrasya Viryasya Sashriya. Sashriya is beauty. So that beauty of Krishna is something that comes even in a Vaishnava. Even not physically or material, from a material point of view may not be beautiful. But there is something wonderful about that devotee that people want to see again and again, have darshan. Just like they go and have darshan of Lord, they would like to have darshan of that devotee as well. because of the beauty. So this is the Gauranga touch. So the touch of the Lord does miracles. So the best way in which we all can come in contact with the Lord in today's day and age is by chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is how we are contacting Krishna. We can always be in touch with Krishna. And this would make a person beautiful in all respects. And whatever dukkha or kushta rog, we have different rogs. The kushta rog that we have is lust. That's called hridaroga. Hridaroga ashu apahanoti achirena dhiraha. The Bhagavatam says that a person will be, his lust will be put to dust when you come in contact with Krishna in the form of his holy name or sound. Bhagavatam. प्रभुर कृपा देखी तार विस्मय हैला मन श्लोक पढ़ी पाय धरी करे ये स्तवन. So Prabhura Kripa Dekhi, seeing this mercy. So Vasudeva the leper could understand that he's been gifted with the mercy by Lord's own sweet will. That's why it's called causeless mercy. Tarava Vismaya Hailamana, he became astonished. And thus what did he do? He recited a shloka padi. Payadhari, he held on to the lotus feet of Gaurang Mahaprabhu and Kare Stavana. He began offering prayers. And what prayer does he offer? There's a very, very, very famous prayer. It's a very famous prayer of Srimad Bhagavatam. And this is the prayer that Sudama Vipra recited when he received the embrace of Krishna. So when Sudama received the embrace of Krishna, he spoke these prayers. And those are the same prayers that Vasudeva the leper, he recites when he got the embrace of Mahaprabhu, who has come, Gaur Krishna's embrace. Krishna was golden. Kwaham daridra papiyan, kwa Krishna Shri Niketanah, Brahma bandhuriti smaham, bahubhyam parirambitah. Kwaham, who am I? He's asking a question first. Who am I? Kwaham. And then he's only giving the answer. Daridra. I am nothing but a poor. I am poor fellow. मैं गरीब हूं. And number two, second thing, anyone says गरीब हो तो क्यों गरीब है? पाप की वजह से. Because of the sinful reactions of my past life, I am a poverty-stricken fellow. So this is what he thinks of himself. Daridra papiyam. Usually papi become daridra in next life. So yes, I am daridra because I am a papi, I am sinful. There's a proof. Shastras don't go wrong. And then second question he asks, Kwa Krishna, who is Krishna? And then he only answers the question. He Shri Niketanaha. Niketan means home. Thus we have Shanti Niketan. People like to have names like the Shanti Niketan. So there is a home of peace. Shanti hai. Yes, Anand Vilas, Shanti Niketan. So people want to have such kind of names, auspicious names. So they have a hope that they will experience that particular quality when they reside there. So Sri Niketan, Sri is Lakshmi. So Krishna is the abode of Lakshmi, or Krishna is the place in whom Lakshmi resides. Sri Niketan, in the form of Kaustubha Mani in the chest. So Lakshmi resides in the Sri Vatsa Chinna. Lakshmi resides there, near the Kaustubha. Now if somebody says, okay, but Sudama is also called as Vipra, like this Vasudeva Vipra. He's a Vipra. Sudama Vipra, people say, right? Yes, but I am not Vipra. I am Vipra Brandhu. I am Brahma Bandhu Riti Smaham. I am known as, I am not a proper Brahmana. Now, if you understand, in the Shastra, there is Dvija and there is Dvija Bandhu. Now, Dvija is a person who is properly accepted a spiritual master, submissively rendered service to him. Such a person is called Dvija. He gets a second birth. But sometimes a person may be born in the family of such a Dvija, but may not have the qualities of a Dvija. Such a person is called Dvija Bandhu. Prabhupada often remembers Bhajiwala. Now, Bhajiwala was born in the family of Pandits. So his legal name was also Pandit. That was his name. And but what he would do, he would fry kanda bhaji. Kanda means onion. So onion bhaji. That's what he would fry on the street, and he would sell and make a living. So many people would still come. Panditji, Peri Pana, Peri Prana. They'll come and touch his feet, and he will also say, Jite raho, Jite raho. So Prabhupada, so what Peri Prana? You're not going to get any benefit out of this person who is making onion bhajis and selling on the streets. He is not a person who will be able to bless. He's not in a position to bless. So such a person is Brahma Bandhu or Dvija Bandhu. That's what this person is. So Sudama Vipra, he considered himself Smaham, Sma Aham. Again, you want to know who I am? I am called as a Dvija Bandhu. That's what I'm called. I am a Dvija Bandhu. But still, I'm not a proper Brahman also. One may say, yes, you got mercy because you may be a Brahmana. Because we say that Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha. That's why probably Krishna has given you mercy. Absolutely not. I'm not a Brahmana, I'm Brahma Bandhu. But still, Bahubhyam Parirambitaha. He embraced me by encirculating his arms around me. Yes, he encircled his arms around me. Bahubhyam Parirambitam. He embraced me. And Krishna usually is known to embrace only two people on records. Of the records, the gopis have a lot of glory that they've got. But gopis' Leela is Gupta Leela, so they are not on records in Shastras much. So, the embrace of Krishna usually is the fortune of two personalities. One is Sri Balram, and the second is Rukmini Devi. Of course, even when we read the Bhagavatam, Krishna visiting Hastinapur, he would embrace Bhima, Arjuna, these personalities also. The rest of them he would bless or he would take their blessings. But the Shastras mention Balram and Rukmini Devi. Only these two used to get Krishna's embrace frequently, but Sudama could get that embrace, which is there. Next. बहुस्तुति करी कहे शुन दाया मय जीवे ए गुण नाही तो माते यही हय मोरे देखी मोरा गंधे पलाया पामर हे न मोरे स्पर्श तुम्ही स्तव स्वतंत्र ईश्वर. So he's making something very beautiful. Bahustuti kare. So like this, many prayers he offered. This is one of the prayers that he offered. Yes. So there's a question in the chat. Did he embrace Radharani? Of course, but that's not on records. That's very Gupta Leela. As even Shrutis don't know. It's beyond the knowledge of the Shrutis. Even what is Ras Leela, the Shrutis didn't know. In the Vedas didn't know. That's why they take birth as Shrutichari Gopis to find out. Maybe if we serve in the Ras Leela, we'll get to know. Hum thoda seva karenge. We will clean up the Ras Stali. We'll decorate the stali with flowers and different things. And probably we'll get to know what is it. So that's why it's called Gupta Leela. It's beyond. But by the mercy of the Nityasiddha Acharyas, we get to know all these things. It's there in the script. Gupta means it's very difficult to find. It is there. It's there, but you will not find, you and I cannot find it. A lot of mercy is required. It's in very encrypted language. So a lot of decrypting required, mercy being there. Gaurang Mahaprabhu is there, but he's still called Channa Avatar. Because till the time Mahaprabhu appeared, many people would have read Shastras many times. They would have recited Suvarana Varana Hemango Varangas Chandanangatihi Sanyasa Krishamachanto Shanti Nishta Parayana. They recited all these mantras. But still it didn't reveal. Krishna didn't reveal that I am that Kali Yuga, Kalimalahari or Kali Yuga Avatar. No, it didn't reveal. So scriptures is there. Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Paradeva. There are many shlokas about Radharani and scriptures and our dealings with Krishna. But still, that will not be revealed unless they want to be revealed. So that's Gupta. Not everyone who goes through the Shakti of Yogamaya can cover it. Then you skip that verse or you just read that verse but nothing clicks. Click nahi hua. That's what happens. So that way it's Gupta. It's there in the Shastra, but it's Gupta. So what is here? Bahustuti kari. After many, many prayers kahe. What did he say? Suna dayamoy. O merciful one, O merciful Lord, please hear. जीवे यही गुण नाहे तुमाते ये हय. So he is now saying that this mercy is not possible. Jive ei guna nahi tomate hai. So what you have given me, yes. So that particular such a mercy is not possible for ordinary living entities. Yes, so he's clearly saying that I am ordinary, but you have treated me extraordinarily. Yes. What you have done, jive ei guna nahi. No, it's not something which is very common. मोरे देखी मोरे गंध पलाय पामर. See, upon seeing me, even a sinful person will run away. अरे इसका संग नहीं करना चाहिए. You should not. Why? Because of that foul smell that comes from my body. गंध, दुर्गंध जो आती है. The foul smell because of my leprosy. Even a sinful person doesn't come near me. पापी व्यक्ति भी मेरे को देख के भाग जाता है. The thing. लोग पापी को देख के भागते हैं because they don't want to associate with a sinner. And पापी मेरे को देख के भागता है because he doesn't want to associate with a leper. That's my position. But hina more sparsha to me. But still, such a person as me, whom even a papi doesn't want to see or come near, you have not just touched me, you have embraced me. So you can be you have shown that you are a Swatantra Ishwar. You are independent Lord. You can do anything. Yes, only you can do this. That's glory. किंतु अचिलान भाल अधम हय एबे अहंकार मोरा जन्मीबे आसिया. See, now this is something where devotees are very careful. Now this is the mood of a devotee. What Vasudev Leper is trying to teach us is the mood. Kintu achilam bhala adhama haya. See, till now I was very humble. Why you're humble? Because I don't have wealth, I don't have property, I don't have followers. I'm having leper, I'm having worms. Nobody wants to come near me also because of my foul smell. So I was very humble. I didn't have anything to be proud of. But now, after this incident, Ebe, after this now, Ahankara Mora Janmibe Asiya. Yes, I've been cured by Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came back. He took about turn. He came and he embraced me despite me having leprosy. This can create pride in my heart. Ahankar more janmaibe. It is a possibility that I may become proud. So this was his concern. He was blissful. He was happy. So this is called a devotee should be conscious and cautious. He should be Krishna conscious and Maya cautious. So we find this in Vasudev Leper as well, that he was very conscious of Krishna. Kwaham daridra papiyan, kwa Krishna Sriniketana. He is reciting that particular verse, that I got that mercy which Sudama Brahman got, the embrace of Krishna. But at the same time, he's teaching all of us as an Acharya that we have to be very cautious. If you get mercy, well, you can become proud of that mercy also. There's a very high likelihood you might get proud of that mercy. That's why we have to be concerned, because this is one quality that Krishna cannot tolerate, and he will leave the devotee. He left the gopis. So he was very concerned. Mera kya hoga? And let's see what Prabhu says. Prabhu kahe kabhu tumhara na habe abhiman, nirantara kah tumi Krishna Krishna Nama Hari Bol. So this was very assuring words from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He assured him that Kabhu tumhara na habe abhiman. Never will you ever be proud, provided condition applied. What you do? Nirantara kahatumi Krishna Krishna Nam. So unceasingly, continuously, Mahaprabhu, whoever he has given instruction, He has given continuously chant my name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So you constantly chant like this, you're not going to get proud. You won't get proud. Next. Krishna Upadeshi Kara Jivera Nistar Achirate Krishna Toma Karibe Angikar. Next, he gives further instructions. He also advised, say, in order for you, you chant the holy name constantly. At the same time, Krishna Upadeshi Kara Jiver Nistar would like you to go to every living entity possible. You have to deliver them by giving them Krishna Upadesh. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes, that is Krishna Upadesh. Whatever Upadesh Krishna is given. And Krishna Upadeshi Bano. Instruct them about Krishna. Teach about Krishna to them. Then what will happen? Achirate, very soon, Krishna Toma Karibena Angikar. Krishna will accept you as his devotee. So chant and preach. So now here is a very beautiful purport which I was waiting for. Although Vipra was a leper and had suffered greatly, still after Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cured him, he instructed him to preach Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada is in ecstasy. He is a preaching acharya. Indeed, the only return the Lord wanted was that Vasudev preach the instructions. This was the return gift. I gave mercy. What I want in return? Yes, you preach and liberate all human beings. That is the process of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Now, please hear attentively. Each and every member of this society was rescued from a very abominable condition. So we are all, so Prabhupada is comparing each and every one of us like this Vasudev leper. Vasudev leper कौन है? We, हम लोग ही है. We are the Vasudev leper because we were also in an abominable condition. हमको भी देख के पापी दूर भाग जाते थे. किसके पापी? द्वापर युग, त्रेता युग और सतयुग के पापी. अरे हम भी पापी थे लेकिन इसकी तरह नहीं. Not like him. Papis of Satya, Treta and Dwapar would see us and run away. हम लोग कलयुग लोग, even we don't want to associate with them. So they will pray to Lord. आपको जो दंड देना दो, लेकिन कलयुग में है हमको. We don't want to take birth in कलयुगा. वो तो हमसे भी बढ़कर पापी है. So we don't want them. So we were also like this Vasudev leper. We have this leprosy inflicted by the karma's leprosy. But now again, just like Vasudev leper was told, yes, we have also been rescued. And now what does the Lord want from us? But now they are engaged in preaching the cult of Krishna consciousness. So Prabhupada is not talking about brahmacharis or sannyasis or grihasthas who have spent 15, 20 years. No, he's talking about each and every member of this society, which means he's referring to all of us. So we have to be engaged in preaching. Very important. Imagine if we all preach, how much more the society will expand. They are not only cured of the diseases called materialism, but are also living a very happy life. Yes, we got cured of materialism and we are living a happy lifestyle. So once a person asked Srila Prabhupada that, okay, Swamiji, you're waking up in the morning, you're doing this आरती, and then you go distribute books. ये सब कुछ इतना मेहनत करते हो, सुबह जल्दी उठते हो, रात को जल्दी सोते हो, प्रसाद ही खाते हो, बाहर नहीं खाते हो. ये सब करने के बाद, after you do all this stuff, what if in the end you realize there is no Krishna? This is a question that he asked Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, fine, we led a very happy life. Even if there is no Krishna in the end, we had a very happy life. But you, fellow, you are independently, rebelliously enjoying so much. इतना तुम एंजॉय कर रहे हो, रेबेल कर रहे हो, अपना मनमानी कर रहे हो. What if in the end you find out there is Krishna? You suffered in this world now, you will suffer in next life also. The so-called enjoyment that you are having, that is also totally suffering. And in the next life also you're going to suffer. So whose position is better? Yes. So that person was put into thought. Everyone accepts them as devotees of Krishna, and the qualities are manifest in their very faces. Yeah, Prabhupada is saying. Everyone has been cured of their leprosy. In fact, uh, when the Hare Krishna devotees in those times would go out and do Sankirtan, people would come and ask, please, can you give us the name of the soap that you're using? We would like to know which soap you're using because your faces are glowing. Which cream? Fair and Lovely 4 points cream. What cream you're using? Please tell us. We also want to use that cream. Many times when devotees would go on the street, people would come and ask, are you Americans? Or you're from another planet altogether? They would look so very beautiful, effulgent, and so nice. So this is what happens. Because people didn't know what's Hare Krishna that time. Now it's our movement is quite known. If one wants to be recognized as a devotee by Krishna, he should take to preaching. Yes, devotee recognized by Krishna. Now, here, what Mahaprabhu is saying is acceptance of Krishna. So, Mahaprabhu is saying eventually you will be accepted by Krishna. So, Prabhupada is talking about recognized by Krishna. Before acceptance, you are recognized first. So, anybody wanting recognition, in this world, everyone looks for recognition. What are the influencers doing? The social media influencers, they are wanting recognition. They want social acceptance. So recognition and acceptance, these are the two reasons why people are doing their activities on the web, online, or anything for that matter. Any marketing, advertisement is all done for that purpose, that people get recognition and eventually acceptance. So Prabhupada is giving us that sutra. You want to be recognized as a devotee by Krishna? हम चाहते हैं कि हम भक्त अपने आप को मानते हैं. We consider ourselves to be devotees. That's a grand illusion. But what's important is Krishna considers us as a devotee. When that will happen, yes, he should take to preaching word, following advice of Mahaprabhu. Then one will undoubtedly attain the lotus feet of Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Lord Krishna himself, without delay. I love this word, without delay. This is the best. Achirena. So Prabhupada is telling that whatever Vasudev Vipra will get, it's meant for us as well. एतेक कहिया प्रभु कैला अंतर्धाने दुई विप्र गला गली अंधे प्रभु रघुणे हरि हरि. So this was in the place of Vasudeva Vipra. So eteke kahiya Prabhu, Mahaprabhu spoke like this, and Kaila Antardhane, he left the place. He disappeared from the place. Then the two Brahmanas, who Kurma Brahman and Vasudeva Brahman, what did they do? Dui Vipra Gala Gali. So they embraced each other and they were crying. They were crying in separation of Lord. And Prabhu Ragune, they were reciting the different qualities, wonderful qualities of Mahaprabhu. Remember. वासुदेवोद्धार एक हील आख्यान वासुदेवामृत प्रद हैला प्रभुर नाम. Yes. So Krishnadas Goswami, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying Vasudeva Uddhara. This is called Vasudeva Uddhar Katha. The deliverance of Vasudeva Vipra. The leper Vasudev. Ekahiya Akhyan. So I have spoken this particular Leela. Vasudeva Amrita Prada Haila Prabhur Nam. So then Mahaprabhu got another name. And this name is called as Vasudeva Amrita Prada. वासुदेव को अमृत प्रदान अमृत प्रदान किया. So this is the name that was given to Mahaprabhu by Sarvabhaum Bhattacharya. So there are different names of Gaurang Mahaprabhu: Vishwambar, Nimai, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, and Vasudeva Amrita Prada. The one who gave Amrit, जिन्होंने वासुदेव को अमृत प्रदान किया, वे भगवान अमृतत्व. Next. एतक कहिला प्रभुर प्रथम गमन कुर्म दर्शन वासुदेव विमोचन. Thus, here I would like to pause the beginning of Mahaprabhu's tour, right in the beginning, the first charan, the Pratham charan mein hi, in the beginning of the tour only, he visited the temple of Kurma and he met Kurma Brahman, and then he liberated the leper Vasudev. श्रद्धा करी एई लीला ये करे श्रवण अचिराते मिला ये तारे चैतन्य चरण. So anyone who has heard this with great faith, श्रद्धा के साथ आप ये लीला श्रवण करेंगे, both the Mahaprabhu going to Kurma Kshetra to meet the deity of Kurma and also the deliverance of Vasudeva, how he became Vasudeva Amrita Prada. Achirate miliya tare Chaitanya Charana. With it, very soon we will get the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. Haribo. Again, wonderful purport. When a person actually revives his consciousness with thoughts of Krishna by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See? How we get Krishna Smaran? By Mahaprabhu's mercy. He revives his spiritual lives and becomes addicted to the service of Lord. So this is one way we can understand how exactly have we received mercy. So the proof of receiving mercy is we become addicted to service of Lord. Are we addicts? Yes. And such addicted people can act as an acharya who are addicted to Krishna. Again, conclusion. How do you understand which service? Kaunsa service? Yes, I will mention that very clearly. In other words, everyone should engage in preaching. Everyone should engage in preaching, following in the footsteps of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which means to travel. Okay, brahmacharis and sannyasis. Brahmacharis usually travel within the country. Sannyasis travel all over the world. Grihasthas can travel within the society or within the locality, आसपास. इतना तो ट्रैवल कर सकते हैं. इतना ट्रैवल करके हमको थोड़ा बताना है कृष्ण के बारे में. In this way, one will be very much appreciated by Lord Krishna and will be quickly recognized by him again. So Prabhupada always is focusing on recognition of Lord. Actually, a devotee of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must engage in preaching in order to increase followers of the Lord. Must engage in preaching in order to increase the followers of God. We want to grow this family of Vaishnavas. It's a must. By thus preaching actual Vedic knowledge all over the world, one will benefit all mankind. This knowledge has to be preached all over the world, then one will be truly, this is the real service, real humanitarian services. Preaching this actual Vedic knowledge, which means the essence, to chant the holy name. Chaitanya Lilara Adi Anta Nahi Jani, Sei Likhi Yei Mahan Tera Mukhi Shuni. See, I don't know the beginning or the end of Chaitanya Lila. I don't know. But whatever I have heard, Sehi Likhi, I have written whatever I have heard, Mahan Tera Mukhi Shuni. Whatever the great personalities have spoken, I have heard them, made good notes, and now I am writing. Haribol. Women also should preach. Yes, everybody who's a member of Krishna Conscious Society. When child should preach, old should preach, everyone should preach. इथे अपराध मोरा नालयो भक्तगण तोमा सबार चरण मोरा एकांत शरण. So he's saying that please don't consider any offense to be taken. That if I've made any mistakes, because I don't know the beginning or end of Mahaprabhu's past. मुझे पता ही नहीं क्या है, ज्यादा पता नहीं. जो सुना है वो लिखा है, जो सुना है वैष्णवों से वो बोल रहा हूं. So in case I'm committing any kind of mistakes, please forgive my offenses. Because if you don't forgive, you're the only shelter I have, Vaishnavas. Final shloka for today. Shri Rupa Raghunatha Padayara Ash Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Das. Wanting to remain at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa and Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I Krishna Das Kaviraj narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita following in their footsteps. Thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purports to the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 7th chapter, describing the start of the Lord's tour of South India and the liberation of the Brahmana Vasudev. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki Jai. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Pad ki Jai. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.